cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep it score.
Damn, this nigga in that first floor talking. Got that dumb ass up out of there. There's one on the first floor, but there's one on the second floor now. You still up there? There's one on the first floor and on the fucking roof. And on the second and first. Oh, they're on all floors. They fuck it. They on all fucking floors.
Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and twenties, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points to guard. Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers,
we playing against the boys from North Carolina.
Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geek, too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back.
We started fire over there. Let's go.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Not by much, nigga. It was going in the 30s.
So you mean to tell me y'all couldn't hold a lead?
Nigga, the score was in the 30s, nigga. It wasn't that much of a difference.
Well, I got y'all. We're done with this.
Shut up.
Y'all love saying I'm camping, man. That is not
first down, Archer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him.
I ain't never seen a nigga head come on.
Could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Now on second down, this is Gurley.
Come on, Gurley.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Murray now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Looking to throw. Fields.
Get his ass. Stop playing with him.
Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no ground stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really,
there we go.
Oh,
how you shot that pick?
Athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take a big shot right out of the gate. At worst,
don't
you
nobody answer that
loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. This time with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run. It's Gurley.
Come on, Gurley.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. 1st down, Murray. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Boy, I want him in clear out. Ford with the pistol.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down,
Why
still
everybody in
going.
one spot?
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
Our teammates, they all huddled up in the damn corner.
Man, look. Why my cousin calling me while I'm in the game?
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Fam, I'm
looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Well, Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you like I told him.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Why he called me doing this game? You know better than that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I'm like Rick Ross, man. Push it to the limit.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Push it on the line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football. 101, the trade
last
expression,
game,
101.
I got my ass
first
beat
down.
the way I did.
Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
For what, nigga?
You can continue, Zay. You can continue. What was you saying?
Back to throw. Fields.
Got his ass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you want a little bit of everything out of all of your guys.
Yeah,
so just
but
go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback.
No.
It's
It's a new game coming out. It's a new Mortal Kombat game coming out.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I just know it's Mortal Kombat coming out.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
Oh, let's go, Fournette.
Oh, he must got extra layer of armor on his shit
line,
because
just shy of the
I just watched the nigga survive a grenade out
27 yards there, a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it.
Let's go, Gurley.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
go ahead and take this if you want.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Oh, nigga.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. A heck of a move. Man. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I think I'm not going to buy it, but I finally found
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nah, fuck all that. No, fuck all that. You're sarcastic ass. I don't know.
Third down. From the gun.
I can't be confident. I'm a confident person by nature.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 or 32. They better be careful. They're going to be top 30 in the league. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
I ain't done my taxes. I'm too turned up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and
a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Murray going to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got this one complete to Sherfield.
This ain't
It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I did not. You know what? Hey, Slim, I didn't ask for no voice in the audience.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
Oh, that touchdown off that pick!
Oh, he breaks a tackle.
Oh, get his ass, got him. Get his ass.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
I didn't have to throw that. Get his ass. Chase his ass down. Fuck off. Man!
Carolina. Josh Jacobs. 93 yards.
That is clearly my fault.
They are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
I did not have that. Why the fuck did I do that?
But out of the blue,
this big shot here.
You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Boy, that was some stupid shit I just did, man. That shit thoroughly pissed me off. But I know what I did.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And it's caught. The tight end Hill.
Let's go.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Fournette.
Let's go, Fournette. Let's go, Fournette. Let's go, Fournette. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, big boy.
And
touchdown.
Take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
You see that pinch up?
Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Take it, certified, son.
One more time, one more match.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Ain't that about a bitch?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
What you say you have to do to get that again?
With the more money,
this Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done. But to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
56. Check 56. It's going to be a long...
Operating from the gun. Fields into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I like this matchup right here.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget,
not the face mask,
whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. 56.
On 1st and 10. Fields. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Throwing on first down. Fields. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches.
Oh, shit. I know what time it is.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Watch the eye. Jack. 22, Jack, cover. 22, Jack, cover. 57, Mike 57.
Off play action. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Tried that.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
You get injuries galore. Down Mississippi.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch it. Safety's creeping.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Only thing is you can't aim with these motherfuckers.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Okay. Time to make it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
Carolina Panthers.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
The game don't work out.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I don't like that. Get out of that. Get out of that. Yep.
Looking to throw. Fields.
Get his ass. Get his ass.
Pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try to hold serve for you while you figure it out over on the sidelines.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Oh, true.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And what the boost the defense gave them. Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
There you go. That's
quickly here to Thomas.
That's the type of shit I want.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
Let's go, Fournette!
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette.
Boom.
2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's why, but it's good, though. The reason I like this league is you got to play next man.
This one is a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
There's only so much man next man. Like, I already got a whole bunch of fucking running backs on my squad.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
And he got a fucking face mask.
When the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Running is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Matchup of the night. D. Ren versus Miller.
Let's go. Check 56. Silver.
They'll run it with Scarlett. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Fields. And he's got his target. That's more. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 33. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On 1st down, Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
That's a touchdown.
He's got 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he caught
and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Wlater12's?
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Scarlett. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields escaping the pressure right.
That's a pick!
On the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point safely through. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a first down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Put it right in his fucking head.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Looking long for Thomas.
Can't guard Mike.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
He was going to get one of them, man.
Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Undercut, undercut, undercut. Come on. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Ain't no.
From the gun, Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, I saw him. I aimed, but nigga shot at the wall.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass.
On the top,
yeah, that's a big miss. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit.
Yo, that's some bullshit, man.
But at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down. And we're back now in Charlotte.
Yeah, but I was hitting
it's the Saints
the body
looking to
shots.
expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
I don't know if Jay's watching. Let me go ahead and switch off
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll run with Fournette. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Can't switch out. Damn, I got Gurley. Okay. I'm sorry, Jay.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
He don't want to learn.
56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. At the 16-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a carry for Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
56, by 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
There we go,
This is
Lattimore.
going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I knew he wasn't going to jump, like he wasn't going to come down and carry
This
regular.
defensive pressure's been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley.
I know he did not just
fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Type of mistakes we got to clean up before we face the Bucks.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
Get him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Any weapon. He's checking. Crash. Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. Vaughn to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
To throw is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
All right, Mr. Fantasy Champion, we just saw him fake a field goal, and the kicker has the opportunity to throw a pass. He completed it, but not for a 1st down. Does anyone get any points for that?
No, he just gets some pride going back to the sideline saying he completed a pass as the kicker, but the big thing here is they didn't get enough for the 1st. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
Which one? What kind of crate?
On 1st and 10, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Throwing on 1st down, Fields.
Let's go!
This is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or. Double time. Hey, we got this.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Herndon's got it complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Damn. I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking scheme. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Look at that shit.
Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Not a grenade had blew him up. He should have been dead.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Jim. Check 15, check 50. Check 26, check 26. Check nickel.
He in the deep corner. Good shit.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for Brian.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down.
If I wasn't aiming, I would have killed him.
Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
I was just saying good luck for me. That's all I was saying.
Operating from the gun, Fields. He's going to let it fly.
How the fuck is he wide open?
At the 15. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Oh, I got you.
We got 4.
All right, man. Talk to you tomorrow.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the gun, Fields. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Ain't this about a
bitch. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And I can't even be mad
And the
at
Panthers are able to cut into this lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Here we go.
Bend don't break offense. Defense, bend don't break.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
How the fuck did he get injured?
With 47 seconds to go
on
in the 4th.
Boy, I don't know if there's any commissioners watching, but hey, y'all might need to talk to Jay and on some real turn at least a little bit, like 2% on the injuries. Because my man Carolina Panthers was going through.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Timeout. The play didn't even happen. I guess I'll do it on the live.
Operating from the gun. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
It is, huh? Never turn my back on me, G, God forbid. I'm a pimp, I'm doing fun flips.
Hey, hold on. Check.
On the counter, Gurley. Look at the spin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Have the Carolina Panthers, man, because that shit, that injury bug, hit him serious. I wholeheartedly understand what Jay is talking about, but some of that ain't even, that's not realistic. You don't call no timeout and the player just automatically injured now. Well, I'll see what he's going to say about it. Let's see what injuries we got going on for us. Turk on Smith. Stud.
100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather.
Please don't tell me we got an upgrade. Oh, no injuries. That's what we like.
I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad big presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more best though. Hit you throwing, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit you sus on the face those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number.
We on the Tampa, that's all I'm gonna say.
Big numbers,
let's go on the slide. Alright, come on, Faith, get your ass up.
Yeah, wrist, man, check
so
the
we go on
wrist.
the slide, go on this little walk, the final walk for the night.